Test. Audio test. Okay. Looking good. Alright. Hello. Today I'm going to be taking apart my cousin's, looks like a RAZ Wintergreen disposable vape. I have a few basic tools over here, nothing crazy, just some stuff to take it apart. I already kind of started poking at it. You can see over here is a little bit removed, this cushioning area, because I'm not seeing any exposed screws. My goal is to just dismantle it. It's got a screen, which is kind of odd. I don't smoke nicotine personally, so this isn't very tempting to me. A lot of weed though, but this thing I have no problem taking apart and having it never work again. See, it's got kind of cool stats. It's got like its temperature, its battery life. I assume that's the amount of remaining juice, which isn't a lot. Yeah, my cousin's trying to quit, so I told her I'd take this off her hands. Alright, first thing I'm going to try to do is with this little flathead screwdriver here, nothing special. Just because I have a wide flat angle, I assume I can get it. Alright, camera cut out, might have to deal with that a few times, but that's okay. Anyway, so I'm just going to try to remove it without doing as much as I can to not leave adhesive behind as I do this. So, just give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you, okay? You can see the way I'm trying to go about it is to take the flat end and just wedge it under there so I can get a little bit of a lever, and you can see it just pops right off. Go slow, it's not a race, otherwise you're going to have a bunch more shit to clean up anyway. So, may as well be careful. Well, you can see I didn't follow my own advice very good. I tried scratching it off, kind of like vertically, because I'm still not seeing any screws, but I don't know how effective that is. I'm seeing a couple points. It looks like I could maybe pop this out, so I'm going to try working with that and just see how that goes. Be back in a few minutes. Something I'm learning about this as I'm taking it apart is that you can see there's a boost mode if I hit this button. I thought this was the power button. Here's the power button. Also looks like a C cable charging port. Nothing crazy, just, you know, little shit. I'm gonna keep trying to work these panels. Okay, so you can see that I managed to remove this little switch in here, which gives me more room to kind of hopefully pop out this panel. Perfect. There's a smell of wintergreen juice currently, which, you know, I guess is to be expected. And I'm going to get something to wipe this up a little bit before I continue. Alright, I zoomed in a little bit just so you can kind of see a little bit better what I'm doing. So you can see this plastic part here was removed. It was over here, had this little power button switch. Where am I? There I am. That was, you know, just got the grooves for the thumb, removed that, gave me plenty of room to go in. I assume the juice goes in here. I don't smoke enough of this to know. Yeah, it looks like I can get some leverage under here, so I'm going to pop this out. There's a good chance I'm going to get a lot of juice on me, but that's the game. Yeah, looking in there you can see the circuit board that runs it. This is the charging port. Up here I believe connects to the switch. I don't know enough about electronics to know for sure how that works. But there's stuff going on in there, so I'm going to do my best to dismantle it without destroying it completely. Although, you know, who knows. I would like to acknowledge though that at this current juncture it does still turns on. I assume it still vapes. I don't know enough about that. But if the circuit's working and the screen's working, I'm assuming the coils are working. Alright, well, I did not manage to salvage it, because now you can see the button's broken. There's nothing connecting it to the inside. It's just it's purely just a little plastic bump there now. I don't know if that can focus. Yeah, right there. So that's nothing originally that would have hit over here. which I assume would have done something to turn it into boost mode. So I'm just gonna leave that there. So inside, it looks like whatever, there's some coils in there. Looks like whatever that was what powered, connected the power. Oops. Anyway, you can see in there's a little gold foil that I assume connected to the screen, given the fact that it runs right up to the back of it. Again, don't know enough about screens and stuff, but hey, that's why I'm taking this thing apart. So I'm going to see what I can do about maybe cracking the shell, just so I can get a better look inside there without worrying about, you know, the outside of it. Okay, I managed to remove the actual plastic piece that covers the screen. You can see here, under here is the screen itself. Probably shouldn't touch that with my bare hands, but it's broken anyway, so that's fine. You can see that the gold foil does in fact feed into back here, which allowed me, when I was trying to get at it, and I popped it out with the little flathead, my loyal flathead. I'm gonna see let's see how well this can be done. Just pop it out, nothing crazy. I have a fear I'm separating the components of the screen, but that's fine. Like I said, I came into this expecting to break it, so that's no big deal. See, I can get it to lift, and then I'm trying to wedge it under. There we go. Excellent, perfect. One piece. Oh, it's just held there with adhesive, huh? I guess screwing it or whatever else would bust the... would probably bust the screen itself. Unless, I don't know. Again, I don't know fuck all about building this stuff, so I'm sure there's a way you could build it better. I just don't know how. How are we looking in there? Still a lot of stuff going on in there. I assume that's what powers the screen itself. So I'm going to try to get in there and see what's going on. You know, it just occurred to me as the scent of minty vape juice gets stronger, it is possible that this might actually be what holds the juice itself. But I don't know, I guess I'll find out. Okay, funky rubber stopper on the bottom. It's very bizarre. It's like a cotton type substance in there. I don't know if that's... What do you smell like? Let's see. Very minty. Okay. Very bizarre. That's so strange. Okay, so they hold the coil in this. It's definitely, you can see, I don't know if you can see the slickness on my fingers. But I assume this is the thing itself that holds the nicotine. I don't know how well you can see in there. But it looks like there's some residue. There's some discoloration on this. I assume that like this fits in here and it acts as a channel for the air. I'm very confused how, like if it's meant to like soak into this and then that's how it's, because most things you just see have a chamber with whatever you're smoking that you can usually see, or even if it's not seen, it's usually just like a little cavity for it. So this is very interesting. I've never seen anything like that. Again, I haven't really taken apart a lot of vapes, but most of them have, you know, you can usually see what's going on in there. Anyway, you can see inside now. It's all empty. You can see all the way through. So there we go. I'm going to assemble these pieces, and I'll just review what I got here. And I'm also going to wash my hands. Alright, so this is it. This is the final spread. So I'll use this as a little pointer. You can see here we have the original main body, which is now completely empty. Starting down here, I took off this back panel by removing this little power button, which gave me enough room to pop that off, which in turn gave me enough room to pop this off. Actually, I lied. I started by taking this thing off to see if it would expose anything that would be helpful. Honestly, it did not. I probably could have left this thing on, but that's fine. In maneuvering this, it appears it has some kind of like spongy quality to it that I guess sucks up and holds the juice. I truly don't know. I can also see that like the way that this was what it was. This was encased in was in this little hole here. And this rubber stopper was here. There were wires feeding into it. It looked like from this. So my guess is that that's how it went into this, connected with these wires. Coil heats up, goes through. I'm still not entirely sure where the main source of the juice is, but I don't know. That's just what it is, I guess. You can see here I got this plastic screen cover, which I really think just is plastic. You can see on the inside there's just a little cover, nothing crazy. And again, the screen itself, I don't know if I'm able to do anything with this. I might see, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't even know how to program it, because even if I could get it to turn on, it would probably just be more of the blaze mode or whatever it was, boost mode. So, yeah, that's interesting, at least a little piece of tech. I don't know how much thin pieces of gold foil go for. And then last we have just the battery itself. You can see in here's the circuit that operates it, charging ports. This used to be attached to a button. I think that was the power button, I believe. I believe it went like that and held it. Or I'll show you better from this way. Kind of held it like boop, boop, boop. I don't know, trust me. But yeah, battery might be salvageable. I might see if I can work with the circuit. It's disconnected from the screen itself, but I don't know if maybe I can what the necessary like connections are, because I could see part of the torn foil over here, and I'm almost wondering if I could get it to turn on, but probably not. I don't know if I might also need to see if the battery needs to be charged, because it was dying anyway. So it's possible that could do something, but I'm willing to bet this thing is fried. And it's more or less just tech trash. But at least there's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of scrap metal in it. So yeah, that was me taking apart the RAZ Wintergreen disposable vape. I think it's disposable. It's disposable now, at least. I hope this was therapeutic or meditative or enjoyable or whatever adjective you enjoy. Last thing I'm going to try to do is push this out through the end. Just see if maybe I can get off that top panel to pop. Nope, just did this instead. So I'm just going to stop trying. No big deal. Not completely dismantled, but just mostly dismantled. Anyway, bye-bye.